the only time I really talked about this story was when I was driving last time, and I kind of just briefly touched on it, but I do want to make a little video about it. I'm talking about Sylvanas' leg. So Sylvanas, I took her and her sister in, Jaina, about a year and a half, almost 2 years? What? I don't, oh gosh, I lose track of time. Almost, it'll be 2 years. Look, it's really early, okay? And I'm still working on my coffee. They were the sisters, the Chihuahuas, who were pregnant and had kind of been part of a backyard breeding situation that was about to be, I guess, all broken up. So I went and picked them up. They had their litters of puppies, which of course is where I got a loon, and where my sister got hers Digit, and where my mother got hers Jadis. I don't know why I could not come up with that. And we found homes for all the other puppies. However, I do still have the mothers. Now, a few people over the last year have come forward kind of interested in one or the other. I'd been hanging on to them with the hopes that they would find a home together because they're around 5 right now and they've always been together. At this point, I think it's more important that they find their forever homes. But having said that, Sylvanas, which is the longer haired one, developed a growth on her leg. And it's been about, I guess, a month and a half now since I first saw it. And my local vet had some corona issues, and so they had to shut their clinic down for a couple weeks, which pushed all their appointments back. And so my appointment to get it checked out was moved. And in that time, it ended up bursting. So it went from, when I first saw it, probably the size of like an unshelled almond, I suppose. At the time I was hoping that it maybe was just a bee sting or something, and it wasn't painful for her, but it was getting larger. When it burst, it became about the size of like a peach pit. And the thing is, she's a very small dog, and so it was kind of on her lower leg, which is a small part of her leg, and it really was consuming the whole thing. So I made an appointment, an emergency appointment, at a different vet that could get us in sooner, and that was 2 weeks ago now. He opted to not remove it that day. The plan was to get her on some really serious antibiotics, because he even said, when it exploded, it was like it exploded. Like, it didn't just burst a little. It like flipped inside out. It was really crazy. I definitely had some infection going on inside it. And sorry, this is graphic. This is also why I haven't included like any footage of it or photos, because it's pretty gross. I wanted to wait these 2 weeks to see if perhaps the size of it was just due to some swelling or the infection. And unfortunately, I can say it doesn't look like it's gone down in size. It definitely looks much cleaner, healthier, but it's about the same size. What that probably means for her is a leg amputation, which I'm on board with, honestly, because that means you don't have to worry about getting clean margins. If it's cancerous, you know, the likelihood that it has spread up the entire leg and everything is smaller, and so your risk of having to, you know, potentially go through cancer treatments down the road is smaller. His advice was remove it, but he was kind of reluctant, I think, because obviously for most pet owners, you hear that and it's a little traumatic and it sounds kind of horrific. I've experienced dogs having amputations, animals having amputations frequently enough that I know, generally speaking, they adjust very, very quickly. If it's going to potentially certainly make her more comfortable, potentially reduce the number of surgeries or treatments or whatever she may have to have, and just ensure that, you know, we're getting absolutely, safe margins where there's not going to be any residual infection or anything else. I just told him I trust you and I agree with you. That's where we're at. And this is going to be, I don't even want to know how expensive. Her last visit was a couple $100. This one, I'm just mentally preparing myself to be close to $1,000, because we're also doing all the blood work and everything ahead of time, make sure she's healthy, all that. And so, okay, today's day. You got stuff in your eye, baby.
Good luck, little girl. We love you. Everybody's worried. Be brave, okay? Yeah, good girl. Just got home. Having dinner, and she's taking her meds. I'm really glad that she has an appetite. She cried a lot. She's a very whiny dog anyways, so I was kind of prepared. But the doctor felt pretty bad. Gave her pretty much the maximum amount of pain meds that he could. Yeah, good girl. And still, she just whines. Oh. So I've set her up in this bathroom. It's a small space. We have it lined with potty pads because he said don't be surprised if she's kind of a little nauseous or incontinent. Although she did cry a bunch, went outside, went to the bathroom. So that's a good sign, and everything looked normal. TMI. But that's important stuff to pay attention to. She's doing a pretty good job. A small space is important right now because, yeah, she loses her balance a little bit, and so this gives her lots of walls basically to rest against. It also will kind of hopefully discourage her from moving around too terribly much, because right now we want her to just relax, and the more she moves around and everything, the more she'll aggravate it, the more swollen it'll get, all that good stuff. So a small space. This is where we sleep tonight. I'm sorry. This is our first time outside for any length of time, and getting to see her friends again for the first time. This is what's today? Tuesday. So Thursday is when we amputated. So doing okay. She still overreacts a lot. I don't blame her, but like if anything, like if I get close to that particular side of her, she'll just start screaming. Oh, I know to be careful. But gosh, I can't believe I found her on the couch. So you can't see, sorry. She already got up on the couch by herself. She already got down a couple, I guess it was 3 steps that I did watch. I don't know how she got on the couch. She should not be jumping, so I didn't think she would be able to. So I'm gonna have to watch her more closely because she's already, off and running. Huh. You're figuring it out real quick, aren't you, baby? No, we don't like it. You're gonna have to wear a t-shirt. She was very happy to be out here though. So, give her a little time in the yard. Now she has to go back into her little safe zone and rest. They missed you, huh? Come on, Mama. Let's get a little more exercise. Walk back to the house. Watch out for Gregor the tortoise. Come on. You're doing great. Come on, Mama. So proud of you. Whoa, so fast. Here we go. Oh, you here to scavenge for the food I dropped while I was cooking? That's smart. Yeah. She's getting along pretty good. Everything's looking good, staying clean. Hi. Good mama. We're almost done with the pain pills. It's been a little over a week. So, hi. This has been a long road, huh? What do you think? What do you think? Come here. Say thank you to everyone who has donated towards your vet bill. We're right around $900 total. Huh. And thank you to the doctors for being so great. And thank you to everyone who thought of me and hoped I was doing okay. Oh, you want belly scratches? Huh? Want belly scratches? Okay, I'll be careful though. Yeah, good girl. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, come on, sweetie. You're so good. Love